Well, I've just been making use of the angle grinder, the cordless one, to sand down some weldings that were on the frame. I'm not going to cut anything else for now at the frame. So next step, remove the wiring loom. I don't need all this. I'm going pretty basic here because I will only have tail light, headlight and clocks. The ignition, in this case, I won't need the CVI wiring because the ignition is by points on this bike, so no electronics. I won't have battery. It's a kickstart engine. It has electric start too, but I had to put it aside as the engine couldn't fit on the frame. So you know how it is. Cafe racer thing, less weight, faster bike, cleaner bike. Less is more. Let's do it. Okay guys, this is the supposed wiring diagram for the CB200 engine, and I'm going to try to convert it into, where is it? This. Much simpler, don't you think? I'm not going to use a battery. I'm going to use this. The bike will only be kick-started, so this is going to be my battery on the wiring diagram. Okay, so this is what I've been left with. This goes to the left handlebar controls. This one goes to the ignition. This one to the rectifier. This one goes to the stator. This one is for the coil. These ones are for the tail light and brake light, the fuse, and my AK battery. I'm having a problem here because, as you can see, this rectifier plug is 6 wires. I only have 3 coming from the stator, so I need to adapt them. Hello, we're going to do the timing now, the timing chain adjustment. So we need to put the T mark, align with this mark in here, and then check it 90 degrees up. And I believe it's more or less the middle of this point here on the rotor. So I will rotate it from here to this mark and then adjust the chain at the front. So now that we have the T mark aligned, we're going to rotate the T mark for the middle of this coil, okay? That's more or less there. So we're going to use, it needs to make more or less 90 degrees from T mark up. So we're going to use is more or less the middle of this mark here on the stator, okay? And then we're going to rotate that into this mark. Okay, so I got a line there. Now rotate it to the T. Okay. Okay, now as you can see, we got a locking nut and a bolt. We need one 10mm spanner and one 8mm spanner. We're going to release the locking nut, then undo the bolt, not completely, a couple of turns. It has a spring that will adjust on its own, it will go back in place on its own. Then we just need to tighten the bolt in and lock it, the nut again. watching a video yesterday, I got into a guy that said, and something that's really right, if we powder coated the frame, if you chip it, you know, while reassembling the bike or whatever, it will become a problem then to touch up. It's impossible because it's powder coated. So I'm going to do the same as the guy did. I'm just going to put this frame more close I can to bare metal and use all-foods primer. Of course, preparation would need to be excellent, and then just maybe give it a different black than usual. I don't know if I'm wearing satin black. I was even thinking about metallic black. It might come out quite different and look better. So that's it.